Action.
Okay. Hi, this is Ting, and this is Lisa, and she's my one of my favorite teacher. I hosted her class for about I think 2 years already. So I love it so much. So today I meet her in person. So I invite Lisa, the teacher Lisa, to introduce something about SRT and her experience for SRT. So for some people, if you have interest about these things, can inspire you something. Yeah.
Well, first I must say welcome and thank you for inviting me, and I'm having a great time.
Yeah.
What I would like to say is that SRT is a modality, it's a form of therapy by which we work with people to help them find the root cause of any issues or challenges, as well as it helps with many different, there's no limit to what we can work with or do with SRT in terms of challenges or problems people have. SPR is called spiritual restructuring, which is a little bit different, where we work with the physical body. So if there's pain or discomfort in the body, we work on actually having that removed and relieve the person of it.
So can you tell us something about your experience, like how you come into the SRT and how it changed you?
Well, actually, I actually found out about SRT probably like close to 28 years ago, where I was actually studying feng shui, and my teacher told me about SRT, and then she gave me a number which I called a couple years later, and I spoke with the founder of SRT, his wife, Robert Detzler's wife, Marianne, and ever since I decided, okay, I'll take some classes, and I never looked back. It has tremendously changed my life for the better. I have had many changes in terms of my thoughts, the way that I do things. It has brought a lot of improvement into my life, as well as it has opened up many opportunities as well. Yeah. And this is why I like to share what worked for me.
It's worked for you a lot.
Yes, yeah. It has, absolutely.
Maybe can you example one example,
sure.
Like specific things like
okay, so for instance, I would have not thought about ever teaching in my life, but because sometimes I would have had blocks or challenges to doing such a thing, I would have worked on clearing those and relieving myself of this burden of feeling pressured by it. And now I'm so much more, it's just come easily because
yes.
After that experience. And I would also say sometimes dealing with trauma in life, things would happen. It has helped me to go through it a lot easier.
So it's like the SRT is no limit to change everything in our life.
There's no limit. None.
Okay. So how the SRT worked? I know they have a pendulum, so can we introduce how it works?
Sure. So what will happen is that we have a pendulum. We use pendulums because we're dowsers, and we use charts. These charts came about from Robert Detzler. These are his charts, and we would use these charts as sort of like bringing pieces of a puzzle together to make a bigger picture. So this, the way that it's done, it's literally working with a high self committee, and these are beings that would create this committee, 1 or 2 beings. It's very positive. We're not dealing with anything negative. As well as with SRT, we cannot and we will not clear or work or do anything negative. We can't do bad things with this practice. It's all for the positive and for the good. So we would literally be guided using our pendulums on the charts as to what needs to be cleared. So it's not that we are guessing or it's coming from our conscious mind. This all comes to us from our high self committee, would guide us as to what needs to be cleared and how it's cleared.
Okay. Cool. So talking about the pendulum, because you said pendulum with some charts, so people sometimes confusing about choosing the pendulum. So can you suggest something about the pendulum?
Well, a pendulum could be anything. It could be a stone on a string. There's no special power or no special ability of a pendulum because it's a tool. It's your high self working through you that will move the pendulum. So your pendulum could be anything, any material, anything that's comfortable to you, a
Yeah.
pendulum can be made from.
Just choose the one they feel comfortable.
Yes.
Okay. Wow. Okay. Stop. And then we.
Action.
Okay. So we coming to the last question.
Sure.
Yeah. So I know this. A lot of people use SRT, including me, and but I still have some people they have interest about SRT, but they don't know how to start. So as you have a long time experience for teaching SRT, so you meet a lot of kind of students. So do you have some suggestion for the people who have interest for SRT?
I would advise people who would like to get into SRT to probably have a session first. You know, have a session with an SRT practitioner, someone who would kind of show and share with you the experience of having a session, and you'll get a feel for if this is something you really want to do, because this is something, yes, we learn to do it, but it's something that you have to be, you have to have that within you, that you want to work with people or want to do this, as well as if you're already practicing. I do suggest that we never stop learning. So I do suggest that you continue to take classes. You know, there are many teachers around the world. Take classes from them, learn different techniques and different styles of teaching, as well as continue in your own practice, you know, because that is the only way that you get better. You know, and just be open, be guided. Because this is a practice where we flow with the energies, and we have to be guided. It's not coming from our conscious mind. You know, we are led to what we need to do and what we need to work on.
Yeah. Okay. So I saw you just want to expand to influence more people. So I'm so thankful for all the things you do for SRT and for all the people.
Well, thank you, because it's been the most rewarding thing. I mean, for me, my reward is when I see people's lives change for the better.
That's really, you know, that's the things you do, you know. That means, I mean, really good. Yeah, because, yes, that means sometimes you want to help people. That means a lot.
Right.
Yes.
I usually meet people on the first day, and by the end of the class, they're totally different.
Yeah, so I guess that's the reason, like, the students and the people, including me, love you so much. Because you are just aiming to expand to helping people. That's really, I think that's a teacher should do. Yeah, it's really good.
Thank you very much.
Yes. So for the people, I think they also have a lot of students already join your class.
Yes.
Yeah. So can you suggest something to them when they finish the class?
I would suggest to them that they keep on working at it, in terms of, like, don't just put away your books and everything. Continue to read, continue to experience, continue to work with people, because it's the experience of working with people that will really help you to build your practice. As well as I said, I do suggest that you do take other classes. You can take other classes from other teachers. You can take other classes that we would offer. But it's just to expand your questions, your range. Because that's another thing, as I said, question. The key to SRT are the questions you ask. You have to be very specific when asking your high self committee a question. So learning to ask questions is very important.
And yeah, I found you know, they have different kind of classes, you know, after finish SRT, and every class is unique and function also. Yeah.
Yes, that's right.
I think that's all the questions I want to ask. Yeah.
Well, thank you very much for the interview.
Thank you very much. Thank you for the looking. Thank you. Bye bye.